and healthy beaches. The summers weren't as hot as they are right now, and the rainy season meant that it only rained when it was supposed to.
And then what happened?
The weather just started to change, and storms got worse. Coral reefs started to die because the ocean was getting too warm, and crops started to die because there was not much rain. You know, we realized as adults that we were doing something that was causing this.
What were you all doing?
Same thing we're doing now. Not using clean, renewable energy, chopping down too many trees, and even polluting the air with gases such as the gases emitted from our cars when we drive around.
We need some help before it's too late, Mom.
We can't let it get worse.
What can I do?
We can raise our voices.
With 35 million dreams, aspirations, and futures at risk in Carry Forum, we need your voice in our story against climate change. Acknowledge, commit, act. This message is brought to you by the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center under the Intra-ACP Global Climate Change Alliance Plus program and is funded by the European Union.
Welcome to another edition of Power Talk, brought to you by your number one utility provider in the region, SKELEC. My name is Geneisha Hendrickson. I am the Corporate Communications Officer at SKELEC, and this morning I have two very familiar faces with me. I have Mr. Kenrod Roberts, the Engineering Manager at SKELEC, and I have Mr. Colin Williams, the Metering Manager at SKELEC. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
It's good morning.
So this morning we have a very interesting topic to discuss. The topic is SKELEC's new AMI system rollout. So we do have an AMI system in St. Kitts that we currently use, but we have something new and in store for our customers as technology upgrades and as we're moving into a new era at SKELEC. So Mr. Williams, you start us out as the metering manager. With SKELEC already having an AMI system in place, what prompted the move for a rollout of a new or upgraded version?
Okay, good morning everyone. Colin Williams, metering manager. Thank you for that question. The trigger for the need for a new platform was we had some operational issues. Outside of those operational issues, there were significant improvement in technology, and the most significant trend was we had more players entering the AMI market. So there was a huge opportunity to leverage new technology, and besides that, to leverage better pricing because we had more players in the marketplace. So it was the time to do that. With the wise leadership that we have at SKELEC, with a view to produce the best that we can for our customers, we took the step towards making that change.
All right then. So, Mr. Williams, many persons may be hearing AMI all the time at SKELEC.
Right.
Can you explain what AMI is for consumers?
Well, that's a interesting question. To simplify it, it's just a infrastructure that allows our meters, and not just meters, but anything that is enabled to communicate wirelessly to a central data point. So in short, our meters can now call home and report their readings and any other measures that we set for them to send back to a centralized processing system. So it's a network of meters with routers, quote unquote, and a server room.
And when you say call home, where is home?
Home. Home is where the bill is. The previous current version or server room is at the central street location. The new platform will be distributed in cloud services, giving us more resilience and backup capabilities. So you can see that we're moving not only to be better, but more resilient.
But just to simplify, home is SKELEC.
Home is SKELEC.
All right
Yes,
then.
home is SKELEC.
So, as we continue, what are the expected benefits of this upgraded AMI system for both SKELEC and the consumer?
Now, I have to be careful with this response because our able minister has been talking about this effectively. So I'm going to summarize some of the key benefits. For SKELEC, it allows us to have real-time data and readings, not only daily, but now we'll be looking at the meter and getting information at 15-minute increments. What that translates to is a huge reduction in the need to estimate customers, and the estimation of a bill falls into access issues. We can't get to the property when it's time to read the meter, or there is some other work in the area, or as simple as the weather. We just can't get out to read the meter because it's raining or whatever. So with the ability of the new platform, we are able to reach the meters remotely, and because we're getting more data from the meter, the instances that we have to estimate a meter or a bill is greatly reduced. Then there is the power quality component. We will be sampling not only what you use, but how you are consuming power, how that power is being delivered to you. And based on those data points, we will be able to make changes in our distribution of power, how persons are connected, and whether or not the infrastructure that is on both sides of the meter that belongs to SKELEC as well as our home users, if there's adequate electrical infrastructure there. That is critical because we are also in the midst of producing standards that guide how consumers connect to us and how we connect to them. Mr. Roberts?
Yes, so from a power quality standpoint, as Mr. Williams mentioned, there will be real-time alerts. But to break it down into even simpler terms, the nature of what the meters would be able to record and be able to give alerts on will be stuff as if there is low voltage, if there is high voltage, and for us we term those voltage sags or voltage swells. All those events would be recorded by the new infrastructure, and those alerts are sent back. So from two sides of things, it would allow SKELEC to better manage the grid because we will, in real time, as we've been saying, know what is the performance of the grid, what activities happen on the grid, and allow us to make improvements as is necessary.
And since we're not a selfish institution and we are in partnership with our customers, as I said before on this program, we are your energy provider. We also looked at what benefits this system would bring to our consumers when we were making the assessment. Outside of I don't want to use the word accurate billing because the billing was always accurate, but in terms of consistent billing periods, we will see that greatly improved. So your fixed number of days between bills would be something that you can depend on more. And the good and great thing about it is that we have consumers who do not know and have no data to back up how they're using power, How is it being used during the day? How is it being used at night? Is this new appliance that I've purchased changing how I'm consuming power? As well as, is there anything in my infrastructure, electrical infrastructure, that is causing fluctuation? And access to that data is something that we are closely looking at. And on another program, when we're close to framing that access to our customers, I think Mr. Roberts or myself or both will come on to unveil that new package. But we are excited by the opportunities this new platform will provide, not only for us, but most importantly for our customers, so that they can see how they use it, why they use it, when they use it, and if that's how they want to continue to continue to use power in that regard. And then the final thing is going green. The solar technology has improved, the cost has come down, but it's still costly. And the data that we can produce to our customers will give them a better sense of what type, size, and how much they need to invest in an alternative source of energy that would make the overall effect of a smaller bill and a better supply useful. So we're excited by this opportunity.
We all are.
Yes, and most certainly. And for us, especially in the pursuit of this system, has been greatly driven by putting more control and more power in the hands of the customer. That is fundamentally what this new system will allow. From our customer portal, which will be, that is at this time being upgraded hand in hand with the metering system. So as Mr. Williams alluded to, but I think I can put it on the table, customers will have access to historical consumption data, and that is something that they would have right at their fingertips. And as of now, that should be as much as a year worth of data. And so that means if a customer has a concern, they could look back at what their consumption was 1 hour ago, 2 hours ago, the previous week. And of course, if it requires there being an energy audit to be performed, they have access to that data, for which they could then, in collaborations with the electrician, be able to have the appropriate insight so that they could better manage their consumption. Because that is critically what we're looking at. We're looking to give, to put that control at the fingertips of the customer, and that's something that this system has been designed and developed to allow.
Mr. Roberts is giving away all the secrets, boy. But that lays into one of the other driving factor for the upgrade of the platform, being able just to monitor the system effectively. This investment comes with a suite of software that allows us at SKELEC, and as Mr. Roberts pointed out, key component, customer side as well, to be able to look at the data, understand the data, monitor the system, and respond in a timely manner.
And also, just to add, we would like to encourage our customers to sign up for our eBiz platform, because once this system starts to roll out and everything, then you'll be also able to view your information and data at eBiz. So you can just go to www.ebiz.skelec.kn, and it's very easy. You just select to register here, put in all your necessary information, and you have access to all that SKELEC has to provide and all of those nice things. So as we continue with the phase soon to reach of the rollout, because as we're doing the back work and everything to make sure we fine-tune everything for our lovely customers, how will we be able to prepare our customers, because this is something new and something more advanced. How will we be able to prepare our customers for the transition?
That's a great question. Communicate. Mr. Roberts is key on that, and our corporate communication live and die by that, and they insist that we do that. So we will be leveraging all the platforms to notify. Coming soon is kind of here, but coming soon, as well as we will be coming on all the media to indicate which area we'll be working in. A sort of not an outage, but similar to our scheduled outages, you'll be notified. The preparation is in 4 steps. Media list, so that you are notified. There will be a survey visit, so there's a pre-visit of the area. So you will see the staff, SKELEC staff, coming around to check all the metering points just to make sure everything is okay. And then the actual deployment will happen. And then we will leave notice as appropriate so that you know that it's changed. And then there is a finalization, or we call a overall sweep, final sweep of the area, where we will be engaging our customers to say, hey, let's say we're in Basse-Terre. We're done with Malone Street. Thank you for having us there. Is there anyone that we missed? And this is the number you can contact, and we will respond within a certain time to ensure that you are not left behind. And similar key to that, if we notify you, media list, we did the survey and we did a deployment, and when we're there, for all number of reasons we weren't able to get to you, we will do our best to leave a notice so that you know that, yeah, they didn't forget you, we were here, these were the issues, let us talk about it so that we can onboard you on this new system.
All right, then thank you very much. And also, we just like to encourage our customers, with us starting the rollout pretty soon, it would be also important for you to follow our Facebook page and follow our WhatsApp channel, so you can be up to date with all our updates in real time, so you'll be notified when they'll be coming to your area, if we missed you, what you need to do. If you have any questions, who you will need to reach out to, of course, Mr. Williams, and he'll be sure to answer all your questions. He's very approachable. If you see him on the road, always feel free to ask him all the questions you need to ask. So we'll just stop and see if we have any callers, GQ.
Well, the numbers to call are 465-1977, 465-1903, and 662-8674. And on that note, the lines are open.
All right, then. So before, I guess we'll continue until we get any callers. So Mr. Williams or Mr. Roberts, with this being something newly imposed on our customers, is there anything they need to do different once the system is in place?
Before you answer that question, can I ask you all to put on your headphone? We have our first call for the morning. Good morning, you are live.
Good morning,
Good morning, caller.
sexy lady. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good
I'm
morning.
trying to get you to get to know when you're going to leave the number for the payment. So I'm going to town if I forgot here and text. Bob at the family for the number, please.
Pardon, I didn't hear you, caller.
Eh?
I didn't hear what you said, caller.
If I could get the number, I would give him a number. Remember you deal with me with a number for the bin.
A number for the bin?
No, Paulo, that was the other host. That was Patrice.
Oh.
This is Geneisha.
I didn't give him a number because you told me to give me a number to get me bin.
Yes, that's a different lady, my dear.
And I get a lady gone with the bin.
Okay, we understand.
Okay.
Thanks for calling.
Okay, thank you for calling, caller. I'll be sure to ask Miss Harris the information so we can be able to readily assist you, caller. So, Mr. Roberts, you were saying?
Yes, so the short answer is no. There is nothing that the customer would need to do to have access to the new system, because it should be a smooth transition. However, as you would have said earlier, we would be encouraging persons now and during the rollout to sign up for EBIS, because that is what would allow them to gain access to all of the features.
All right, then. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. I didn't hear the whole conversation. I was in and out. I just heard a little piece. So for the new rollout, like persons, the elderly, how are they going to... I'm trying to move away. Hello?
You were saying for persons like the elderly?
Yeah. Who live by themselves and stuff like that.
Okay, Morning. Thank you for the question. We will be coming to each location and facilitating the meter change where the meter is.
I'll tell you what. I'm having a feedback, so I'll listen. I'll listen up
No
over the
worries.
phone. And another question, another little area. Can you please give us some information about those red lights in Keys? If you have information, I'll listen up here.
Okay, no problem. Thank you for calling, caller.
Generally speaking, we will facilitate the meter change. There's nothing that consumer needs to do. We will come to you and we will do the change. If there is any impediment to that process, that will be a discussion we will have with the customer as needs be. By and large, as I indicated, even before we make the transition, we will be coming around to each area and assessing what the state of the meter is, and whatever remedial work that needs to be done to facilitate the smooth change will be executed prior to the deployment in each area.
The red lights.
The red lights, I believe she's talking about the turtle.
Okay, so I'll just speak briefly. So yes, we are aware of the concerns that has been raised, and I can say we are in the process of having them some changes made, so that's something that persons could look out to happen by tomorrow. That should be done.
You have another call.
All right, then. Good morning, caller.
We pick up SKELEC workers, pick up yellow. It's always.
Thank you very much, caller.
Pick up Duke, the man behind the queue.
All right, then.
I said, love you. Have a
Love
blessed day.
you, love you too, caller. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
And also to add, with Mr. Williams saying that we're going to go to each area, just more specifically, we'll be going to each home to make sure beforehand that we'll be getting all the necessary data. And one thing I can attest to, that SKELEC workers always go above and beyond. Even sometimes we go way beyond what we need to, but because we care so much about our customers and their needs and their wants, we will be even extending an extra hand to the elderly, because we understand that sometimes they need a bit more help, and we'll be sure to assist you if there's anything needed. We'll be having the conversation with you and see and work out the plan that what we can do to best assist you as our consumer. GQ, we have any more callers? All right. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Good morning, GQ.
Yes, morning, Jam Done.
Morning, GQ. While we bring it. My question is, why is it you all don't try to keep some open forum? For instance, this artist thing is not going to work with educating this public. You all got to come and bank street, use these areas to try and inform the public about what's going on in these important, organizations. Because the motive is to get people empowered. And the calling on Mr. Williams, come on, this is what you got to do. You can't go in no town hall, no close up places to keep these things. You want the public to buy in and what you're selling. And you all got to do this. Otherwise, it's more hard work for the workers. Going house to house these days, they make too much sense. You understand? So going forward, I would like to see you using more town hall in the different areas to pull the people out and understand why you're trying to achieve. Have a good day. This is the Mumu Boy Jam Dog.
Thank you very much for your call, caller, and for your suggestion. And we do want to notify our customers, we do have a communication plan and different strategies in place. We're just starting the conversation of just informing you of what's coming soon, but there will be different communications going out, whether it's written, verbal, coming to the public, coming to where you are, going to the different communities. But once again, I would like to say thank you for your suggestion, and it will be duly noted. GQ? Okay, so we have one more caller. Good morning, caller. Sorry, caller, we can't hear that clearly. Hi, hi, caller, you're a bit muffled. We're not hearing you that clearly. Your words are not coming through clearly.
No, you're still not very clear. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
yeah.
It's just that what you're saying is like your sentence is coming over in one word. It's very muffled.
I guess the quality of the call, the signal. Okay.
Okay, so we'll take one more caller then. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll just wrap up and summarize what we're speaking about. So, Mr. Williams, you like to start with the wrap up?
Thank you. It is it's an opportunity for everyone. SKELEC, energy provider, but mostly for the customers. We will be engaging you at all levels. We need to come to each individual homes because that's where the meters are. And we are available to communicate with you on this matter as well as anything related to your energy consumption and the supply. Ultimately, it is a solution that takes us ahead into the future in preparation for all that is coming. We stand together. We are here to promote not only the AMI platform, but all the services that SKELEC provides. And we hope and we know that you will engage with us and you will help us make this successful. We thank you for your time. We thank you for your cooperation, and more than anything else, we thank you for your access.
All right, then, Mr. Roberts.
Yes. So to close, I would say, indeed, we will be in the communities. We have on the cards to have community road shows and that sort of thing. So we will be in the individual communities and meeting with our customers to further explain the project and the system. And from a closing standpoint, I would say this project and this AMI system falls into SKELEC's broader strategy for grid modernization and improving our customer service. And so because we see the strategy has been end-to-end from the source to the customer. So there are things we're looking at from a generation standpoint, transmission standpoint, and we're also looking at the other endpoint, which is the metering endpoint. So this is one of our critical projects that we're looking at as part of our larger strategies. And with that, I thank persons for listening, and we look for further engagement as SKELEC roll out our new AMI system.
Okay,
Yes.
also I would like to add is that at SKELEC, our customers' needs and wants are always at the forefront of what we do. What we also try to do is when our customers come in office, whether they send a message to one of the staff or via social media or even via the radio platform, we try to always see what best solution we can implement and what best we can do for our customers. And with the AMI system being one of our new projects, that was also based off of our customers' feedback about their meters, about what they are experiencing and all of those things. So what we would like you to do is just follow us along this journey as we roll out the new AMI system. Please follow our Facebook page, follow our Instagram, follow our WhatsApp channel, and for our customers that are not so tech savvy, you can listen to our radio show. We'll be educating you along the way as Power Talk is brought to you every first and third Wednesday. This is just the starting of the conversation and the starting of what we have planned for our customers. Will be coming to you. You'll not be coming to us. We'll be coming to you in your communities, coming to your homes. We'll be coming on foot as we want to know what your feedback is, what you have to say, how best we can assist you always as your needs and wants are always what is what always is at the forefront. So we do love you at SKELEC. That is why we always want to be your number one utility provider in the region, and with doing that, we care about you and we always put you first. So please just walk with us on this journey, and we're here to readily assist you. And if you have any questions, feel free to call 465-2000, and you can be transferred to customer service. They are readily there to assist you, to answer all necessary questions. And you can also be asked to be transferred to the metering department. They are there as well to answer your questions, any concerns. And if you see any of us on the streets, on the road, no matter where it is, always feel free to ask a question, as we're always ready to answer all your questions. We would like to encourage you to have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week. Seeing that we just came out from celebrating Safety Week, we'd like to encourage you to be safe, as safety is our number one priority. And as we're going into the hotter months, please remember to stay hydrated, take all your necessary vitamins, because at SKELEC we do care about you, and do have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.